What are we cooking today? A dal, Nigella's chocolate tahini bread, and a rye and stout loaf, which I'm very excited about. It's my first time trying to make that, so I've got no idea how it will turn out, but it's good to experiment. Using the rye paddle, 250 grams of each flour. This is Marriage's dark rye. 250 white flour, 2 teaspoons sugar, 2 teaspoons salt, 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going with extra virgin olive oil. Right, it would be water now for this recipe, but we are going to use stout, aiming for 340. Just check my ingredients list because it's so sad if you put the pan into the bread maker and you realise you've forgotten an ingredient. I did that with yeast once, so of course the bread didn't rise, and it's just, you open it up, the bread maker up full of expectation, and it's just really disappointing. And that should be menu 12. Hopefully we'll have a nice rye loaf in 3 hours and 30 minutes. All right, the dal. I'll get the Instant Pot heating up. So this dal is a bit different because it's got tomato in it and coconut. Anna Jones has probably my favourite dal recipe of all time. It's sweet potato dal. She calls it in her book a killer dal, and that's almost underselling it. It's so lovely. And that's where I learnt to put coconut in dal. You can totally just use the orange lentils, but I do like these yellow ones too. They just have a bit of texture. They take longer to cook. And if you're thinking, gosh, this woman, she weighs everything. Yes. I've spoken loads of times before about how Cole, my husband, is type 1 diabetic. So weighing just really helps with that. With these lentils, I certainly don't rinse them until the water runs clear because that would just be there all day. I know some people might disagree with that. So I'm using banana shallots. You could just use onions, doesn't really matter. Okay, I've gone with 4 cloves of garlic. Oh, you won't especially taste it because it's cooked. I didn't cut the garlic perfectly, so there's little caterpillars of garlic. This recipe requires ginger. I've found frozen ginger keeps the longest for me. I always have to tell myself to do the claw, it's not natural. Really thin little wafers. So this dal, I think it will make quite a lot. Like the Cuban black beans in the last video, it will feed us for a good while. We've got a little bit of colour going on from level 2 sauté in the Instant Pot. 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds and 2 teaspoons of black mustard seeds. Let's give them a bash. I actually don't bash them. I sort of roll I find that they fly out if you bash them, so I just tend to crush them against the side of the pestle or mortar. I'm not sure which is which. Oh, garam masala. So it said 1 teaspoon, but I'm going to go in with 1.5. 2 teaspoons of turmeric, so I'm going to go in with 2 heaped teaspoons. 1 chili powder. There's the yeast. Right, we'll just toast the spices for a bit. Oh, I'll show you. It's it's pungent. It's really sticking to the bottom, so we won't leave it too long. I don't want to burn the spices. In with the tomatoes. Creamed coconut. Oh, I think we're all right. Oh, should we have a peep at the rye dough? That's a nice looking dough ball. Right, I'm just going to go in with the lentils now. We'll let that simmer. I think we also might need a bit more liquid. See, this is level 2 and it's quite furious. Oh, I think we're going to turn it down to 1. All right, you calm down. Okay, Nigella's chocolate tahini bread. It is lovely. It is an absolutely cracking recipe. 2 ripe bananas, approximately 250 grams. Something I've tried to do with the recipes on the blog is make sure that you can just look at the method and that has the ingredients and the quantity, so you don't have to go back and forth between the ingredients and the method. All right, let me show you these shiny bananas. My bananas have gone a bit brown, but it doesn't matter because it's a chocolate banana loaf. 50 grams of tahini. Oh, you distracted me and now we've got 54 grams. But that's fine. All right, so starting the slow cook. I mean, you could eat this right now, but I'm just gonna let it cook. Vegetable oil. I measured out, I'm using olive oil, just any sort of neutral oil. It says a large egg and this is a small egg. The sugar, I've measured out 35 grams of golden caster sugar and 20 grams of dark brown sugar. That stuff really clumps together and it was almost like scraping up a tough peanut butter. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I can sense I'm getting a bit hungry and angry. 60 grams of rice flour or alternative flour. 61. Maybe with the technology mishaps, it will all be timed quite nicely with the bread. 25 grams of cocoa powder. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt, kosher salt. 1/2 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Oh, I wrote a blog post on these chopping boards when we switched from plastic to wooden, and these, I think they're called Vada, and they're from IKEA, and they're really good. They're so good. I've got 3 of them. Cole's coming down for lunch. I'm gonna get this banana bread in though. He can just make lunch around us. Hi. There was a little bit of tension earlier over the technology. How's your day going?
Other than you locked out my
When I was copying the files, I slowed Cole's work computer down. Okay, so I have mixed the wet ingredients quite thoroughly and then the dry. And then I'll do that thing like with muffins where I don't combine them too much. The oven has preheated. Still haven't got the fan fixed. In with most of the chocolate chunks. What soup are we having?
Your favourite?
Pea and mint. Cole doesn't really like pea and mint, but I do. We must be down to not many soups for him to have chosen pea and mint. Right, look at this batter. I think a lot of the time I don't bother to oil tins and it's fine, but it's just sod's law that the day I'm filming the loaf will then stick. This is such a great recipe, I want to do it justice. Oh, I need sesame seeds for the top and it'll bake for 45 to 50 minutes. Right, so I'll just get it in the oven and then we'll eat and then I'll come back. When I first made this, I wasn't sure if the tahini would be a bit weird. It's not at all. It's wonderful. Okay, chocolate on top. 1 to 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds. Right, it's going in. Can't wait. I'll show you what this is looking like. We're gonna need salt, lime, coriander, maybe some spinach. Right, coriander or cilantro. That's a big one. Woo! I'm gonna go with 4. Spinach isn't in the recipe, but I just want a bit more green in there. Oh, that's the bread. Oh, wow. I've got a good rise. It probably won't stay that way, but it's domed. I will show you. Okay, that is the best rise I've ever had with rye. It is rye and white. Really pleased with that. Yes, yes, yes. It's really good. I don't think it needs that extra lime. Yep, there we go. If I sort of pour onto the spoon, it stops it splattering as much. It's splattering. Ah, that's the tahini loaf. I'm looking for 93. I'm gonna go right into the middle. I feel like it needs another 5 to 8 minutes. Let's get it back in. Okay, Instant Pot eggs. I have got my trivet. In you go. In with 1 cup of water. 250 ml. Oh, low pressure. I've cooked these recently. 3 minutes, low and a quick vent. Sealing ring, water. Go. Oh, hold on. Right, I bet that's done now. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And yeah, let me show you the state of the kitchen, which is not too bad. Right, wait for the eggs. I should prepare an ice bath for them. Oh, turn the oven off. Right, let's get these bad boys peeled. Thinking maybe we'll go to the cinema this weekend. There's a couple of horror films I fancy watching. Obsession. I think I've missed Hokum with Adam Scott. And then Backrooms maybe. I've avoided the trailers in case they give away too much. Oh, egg, what are you doing? All right, I'm running very low on battery and perhaps watching a woman peel 6 eggs is, I don't know, not the best viewing. I will get footage of the food as and when we eat it over the next few days, so you can see like the dal is quite versatile. And yeah, we'll have the bread for breakfast, I'm sure. And yeah, chocolate tahini bread, always a treat. All right, thank you so much for joining me. See you in the next video.